It's no secret that due to the coronavirus, the world economy is in a recession. After months of shutdown, months of layoffs, and months of reduced consumer spending, the global economy is now starting to bounce back after some of the worst economic data since the 2008 global financial crisis.
This is your Business News Central Weekend Update.
Though financial markets have largely roared back since the end of March, the US dollar has been moving in the opposite direction. Since March 23rd, the S&P 500 has gained 53%. This has resulted in huge nominal returns for US investors.
However, US investors have been exposed to something dragging on their investments, something that maybe they haven't thought about: a depreciating US dollar.
In the same time frame that the S&P has gained 53%, the US dollar has lost 9% in value, according to the US dollar index.
But why? If US financial markets have performed so well since March, why has the US dollar lost about 9% of its value in comparison to the currencies of its allied trading partners, like the euro, the Japanese yen, and the Canadian dollar, just to name a few? This currency depreciation is largely due to this man here,
US Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Since March, Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve have been actively working to save the US economy, US financial markets, and US jobs. He and his team took swift action, quickly reducing overnight interest rates from 1.5% to near zero. In addition to reducing interest rates, the US Federal Reserve have been actively implementing quantitative easing, an economic stabilizing action that came into use after the 2008 global financial crisis. Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve have been buying federal, municipal, and corporate bonds to help provide the US economy with more liquidity. Basically, they have been printing money and giving it away to help save the US economy.
In just the last 4 months, the US Federal Reserve have injected about $3 trillion into the US economy. But with every action, there's a reaction. As a result of all this liquidity entering the US economy, the supply of the US dollar has increased tremendously. And an increase in supply and no change in demand leads to a fall in price. And that's what we've seen with the US dollar.
In comparison to the euro, the US dollar has fallen 10%. In comparison to the Japanese yen, the US dollar has fallen 5%. And in comparison to the Canadian dollar, the US dollar has fallen 8%. This current depreciation of the US dollar has led to significant gains in gold. Since March, gold has gained 37% because it's seen as a long-term safe haven. Investors flock to gold when they see uncertainty in financial markets. Due to the declining value of the US dollar, Wall Street investors are buying gold to protect their money from currency depreciation.
I'm not saying that what Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve have done is bad for the US economy. They've actually done a very good job at supporting financial markets and the economy. They help prevent a depression. They help save millions of jobs. But what they've done isn't free. It comes at a cost. And that cost is a lower US dollar. So I want to hear your thoughts. Comment below, what do you think the Federal Reserve does next? Do you think they're going to add more liquidity? Or do you think they're going to take liquidity out of the US market to save the US dollar? And if you like the video, smash the like button and remember to subscribe. Every day something happens and I want you to know. We'll see you later.